I'm 30 years old and I don't have a job. I've never ever actually held an official job, like a grown-up adult job. The last job that I had was when I was a teenager, after my secondary school, my high school, wherever you guys may be, the equivalent of your teenage high school. Yeah. So after graduating from my high school, it's almost like, customary where almost everybody starts to go and find their part-time job or even like a full-time job while they're waiting for their next school, right? Their tertiary education. So this is like the only time when I actually had an official job. Yeah, so what I did back then was waitering. Yeah, so I was a banquet waiter, and then I was also a retail assistant selling shoes. And I believe I was also a storehouse dude. Yeah, I was just carrying stuff back then. Yeah, so these are like my official jobs, and I got paid for it, obviously. Yeah, basically like trading time for money. Yeah, so that is like the only time when I had my official jobs in my entire life. That was around 16 years old or so, 16 or 17. That's when I was waiting for my, I was waiting for my next school to begin, basically. So that was that, man. And then ever since then, I've never really had an entire full job. Yeah. So after I had those jobs, I went on to school, carried on studying, and then I served my nation in the army, and I went on to university, and then ever since then, I never had a full-time job. Never. Never ever. Yeah. Was it by choice? Yeah, I guess so. I guess it was by choice. How am I making my money right now? I'm just basically a freelance personal trainer. Yeah, I just train people in the gym. Whenever they want to work out, they want to build muscle, they want to lose fat, I'm your guy. Yep. So that's how I'm able to earn a living right now. And am I happy about it? Well, the freedom is very, very addictive. And I really can't trade this freedom for anything else in my life. I really feel like, because don't get me wrong, I also did apply for jobs. I also did go for interviews as well. And whenever I apply for those jobs, whenever I go for those interviews, I always feel like, why am I doing this? Because the life that I had, to say, during the period when I am applying for jobs and going for interviews and whatnot, it's so good. It's so addictive. Addictive meaning to say the freedom. I don't have to listen to anyone. I don't have anyone to report to. I don't have deadlines. And most importantly, I can sleep anytime I want. And I can wake up anytime I want. That's the best part. And I can do whatever it is I want. But then again, pros and cons. You really, really need to be disciplined to be working on the things that you want to do. Because nobody's gonna be breathing down your neck. Nobody's gonna be pointing a gun at your freaking face, telling you to do this by X amount of time. And then you have to be, you have to be at a certain place at any given time. You don't have to anymore, right? You have to be your own boss. And arguably that's even harder. Yeah, it's very, very tough. Because you get to do whatever it is you want. You can don't even do anything, right? You can don't do anything. You can just forget about everything and then just be a waste man. Laying down on your bed, doom scrolling away. You can do that, right? No one's going to be mad at you by yourself, right? By your future self. So obviously I'm not just being a personal trainer. That's not my only way to be making income. The whole point of me being a freelance personal trainer is because I can work on my side hustles, right? My online businesses. That was a plan, right? That was a plan all along, and that is what I've been doing all along as well. So I've been doing that for approximately, I would say 5 years, 6 years. Wow. It's gonna be a decade. God. It's gonna be a decade already that I've been on this entrepreneurial journey of mine. And there are a lot of highs and lows, ups and downs throughout the journey. Yeah, I'm by no means successful at all. By no means, right? By no means. Sure, I did earn some money back then from those online businesses. but it's nothing fulfilling and it's nothing life-changing. That's what I'm trying to say. Which is why I'm doing this YouTube channel as well. I'm trying something out. I'm just basically documenting what I'm doing and what I'm thinking at this current stage of my life. Yeah, because as the title suggests, most likely this title for this video is basically about me not wanting to have a job or not wanting me to apply for a job again. I don't want to. I really don't want a job. My God, that's such a torture. A lot of you guys are very, very brave souls, man, to be able to push through your entire lives, working a 9 to 5, working shift work, It's very tough. I know. It's very, very tough. I did shift work as well, technically. Back in my army days, I was a security guard, basically. Yeah. It was a shift work. So 9 to 5 and shift work. Kind of like tried it before. It's very tough, man. Salute to you guys. Seriously. I'm not even being sarcastic. It's a really tough world there. And then after long days of work, you get back home, you're tired mentally and physically, and then all you want to do is just to lie down and then eat junk food, your comfort food, and then no exercise, and then no move. Just lay down on the couch and be a waste man, and then do that over and over again every single day for the next 40 years, 50 years. Shit, man. Holy shit. So there's the thing that I've been thinking and asking myself, like, do I really think that I can do all of that? Do I really see myself working a 9 to 5, achieve work for the rest of my life? I mean, obviously, money is very important, right? If I don't do that, then what else am I going to be doing? The only choice is do my own business, right? Which is what I'm trying to do. Which is what I'm trying to fulfill right now. It takes many years, man. Many, many years. By no means am I successful, like I said. I'm still trying. Most likely, at the link in the description box, you guys will be able to find some links to my products, right? My digital product. I believe right now it's a community about basically my expertise, which is about testosterone, which is about discipline, mentality. That's why it's called One Man Mastery. Yeah. It's like, it kind of like encompasses everything about being a man, right? One Man Mastery. That's right. Yeah. So that's my paid product. So that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I'm just being very transparent, very honest with you guys. And the whole point and the whole goal of this video and this channel as well. And I'm just like experimenting different kinds of content as well. Yeah, I'm trying to see what works, trying to see what clicks. I'm trying to see what works for the YouTube algorithm. Because honestly speaking, I've been a YouTuber, man, at least like 2-3 years or so. Yeah, I've had like multiple channels. This is not my only channel. I've had multiple channels. I've been trying. I've really been trying. That's why I said I've been dabbling in the whole online business side of things for 6 years, ever since I graduated at 2020 during the pandemic. So some people ask me, why should we be doing this? Why even be doing this if there's no pandemic? Probably not. The answer will be probably not. Most likely I will get a 9 to 5 job, an office job, and then yeah. And then just run with it. Just like most of you guys, I assume. Yeah, man, it's tough. It's tough. Sometimes I do feel like going back to a 9 to 5. Applying a job, applying an office job, or whatever it is. Yeah. And at least I have some form of security. For the most part, as with any business, even the companies you're working for, the profits, the revenue is all fluctuating. They all fluctuate month after month, month by month, year by year. It's tough, man. Being a business owner, I guess. But this is what I chose for myself. Nobody forced me to do this. This is the path that I'm willing to take the risk for. This is the path that I would sacrifice for, I guess. Who knows? I could have been living a very different life if I didn't do this. This journey is very lonely, and like literally nobody around me understands what I'm doing. And they really don't know what I'm going through mentally and the things that I'm doing for the job wise, for the online businesses. Yeah, no one understands. So be warned that most people won't be able to understand, and they will just be like, go back to just get a job, right? You guys have no idea how many times I've heard from the people around me saying, just go get a job. Just get a job, bro. Just go and get a job. They don't have to be so stressed out. You don't have to be living like that. You can be living a normal life, right? A normal life. And then if you tell them, what if I don't want to live a normal life? What if I want to live an extraordinary life by my terms, right? And then they'll be like, you don't get it. This is not how life is supposed to be. Life is supposed to be this and that, that and this. You do this and then you do that. And then once you accomplish that, you do this. But yeah, that is like the normal life, right? I know, I understand. I was once bought into that dream. But do I have bigger dreams? Maybe, you can put it that way. Maybe I have bigger dreams and I want to pursue more things. I want to be able to make a living for myself. I want to be able to call my own shots. I want to be able to be very difficult to be employed. Yeah, unemployable. I saw this somewhere online. And I also saw a decal from a car saying that God is my CEO. God is my only CEO. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. So that guy is probably a boss, man. That's all I gotta say. He's probably a CEO himself. That's why only God can be his CEO. Tough. That's some tough shit right there. So yeah, 30 years old right now, with nothing good going on for me financially. You know, if I'm talking about my relationships, my happiness, you know, health, wealth, relationship, happiness, this type of thing. Health-wise, I have this annoying ass sciatica. So sitting for long periods of time is not ideal for me. Standing, walking, laying down, whatever it is tough. That's one thing that I'm battling every single day. You know? So that alone kind of like affects my productivity. Yeah, big time. Big time. Well, for my relationships are good, you know. I'm talking about like romantic ones and friendships and the relationship with my family, you know, friends and whatnot. It's okay, but it's quite tough and hard to meet new people that is of your frequency. That's what I'm trying to say. It's very difficult to be meeting like-minded individuals. That's why most YouTubers, if you guys see online, most of them actually do collaboration. Yeah, because like that's the only way where they meet like-minded people online, doing the same stuff, doing the same role, doing the same job, doing in their niche. That's why. So that's why they always meet good people online. For me, I've yet to do so. I'm still a freaking small YouTuber. Yeah, I call myself a YouTuber. If I see it, it's gonna come to life. That's right. Power of manifestation. So I guess if I want to leave you guys with one message is that we will not be able to figure out every single thing. Like, we do have to worry because some things that is being planned may or may not go according to plan as well. I've got this planned out like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, you know, and the dream that I want has not been realized yet, has not been fulfilled yet, not at all. And along the way, you know, there's a lot of things that I kind of like change my mind on, but the direction, the end goal is always the same thing. It's always the same place, which is to have a successful online business. But that's why I said a lot of different vehicles to get there. Maybe, like, I'll give you guys some examples. Dropshipping, obviously, that's one of the most common ones that I've dabbled in. Dropshipping is one big thing that I've got myself into. And then I did like Etsy, print on demand. That's another one. And I also did like Faces YouTube channels. That's another one. Yeah, agency work. Did I do that? No, I don't think I did that. I don't think I did that. Yeah, it's all those online business stuff. Yeah, I even attempted to create my own brand as well, my own e-commerce brand. Yeah, man. So within the 5 years, yeah, sure, I wasn't lazing around. I wasn't being a total waste man. I did a lot of stuff, but I failed in a lot of stuff as well, right? I thought it was gonna be easy, man. Seriously, I thought doing the e-commerce thing, the dropshipping thing, I thought that the money is just gonna roll in. That was the plan. The plan was to do the dropshipping thing upon graduation and then not get a job. And just be one of those guys online, right? Oh, look at me, I earn this amount. They're showing you their phones, the screenshot of their Shopify dashboard. 50k a day, whoa. 100k a month. 100k a day, yeah. Things of that nature. I thought I was gonna be one of them, man. I thought it was that easy. But turns out, in reality is different, man. Very different. Very, very different. It's tough, man. Tough world out there. So here I am. Still trying. Not giving up. Not gonna give up. I'm not giving up. No chance. There's no chance that I'm giving up. I've really come so far to give up. Okay? I'm gonna be doing my younger self a disservice if I actually give up right now. I can't give up. I cannot give up. Mark my words, I will not give up. So, before I end this video, it's only right of me to plug in my community, which is One Man Mastery. So if you guys are interested in testosterone, mindset stuff, brotherhood stuff, all those stuff, men who are on the same mission, join. Support me, man. Support your boy. Support your boy out. And see you guys inside.